Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you again for joining me. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. And today we're going to be playing with some new items that I picked up. And some of them I've kind of been like really enjoying lately. Like this Charlotte Tilbury is one of my favorites. So I just want to play with a couple new things and I thought it'd be kind of fun to share it with you. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing I picked up is for Fenty Beauty. This is a bronzer. It's way too dark. This is in the color Mocha Mami. This is the color right here. Now, I've been really searching for a really pretty deep terracotta color, and I saw this one and decided to grab it. And can I tell you, it is like the perfect shade for every skin tone if you use it as an eyeshadow. So I've been using it lately and people have been really loving it. So we're going to do like a really nice terracotta smoky eye today with it. Okay, so I also picked up two items from Charlotte Tilbury. I grabbed the Beauty Light Wand and this is in the color Spotlight. Now I like that these are travel friendly and it does have like the little felt tip and it also locks, which is really nice. You just kind of turn this little guy right here because sometimes when it doesn't have that little lock safety thing on it, then the product goes squeezing out all over the place because that happens with me all the time. So this is a really pretty highlighter. I like the fact that it doesn't dry down super quickly, so you are able to blend this out beautifully. If you layer it, it doesn't get crumply or anything like that. So it is gorgeous, and this is in the color Spotlight. Okay, so the next thing I grabbed is the contour wand. Now, this is in the color medium dark. This isn't normally a color that I would not go for because I normally go for really nice warm colors like this one. This is my little Natasha Denona guy that I love because it's so easy to travel with and it's super blendable, and it does come with the little highlighter. So this color right here is super dark, but can I tell you that I've been using it on my lighter to darker skin tone girls. It just gives you like a super dark, chiselly look. So this right here I've actually really been loving. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Farsali and I'm going to go ahead and just put it on my bare skin. This has a really good mister. And then I'm going to take a damp beauty blender and just press that into my skin. Okay, now I'm going to go into my Charlotte Tilbury highlighter and I'm going to put a little bit on my cheekbones because I want that glow to come within my foundation and it look really nice and natural. So I'm going to press that into the skin. Then I put a little bit on my nose and a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Christian Dior foundation because it's a really nice light foundation, and I'm going to apply it with a Luxie brush. As you could see, that highlighter is peeking through because I want my skin to look like skin. It's really hot today and I don't want to have like a ton of foundation on my face. And this is really nice because it evens out your skin. And if it doesn't even out on the first application, just apply a little bit. Go ahead and dip into your brush. Like right here, I usually have a little bit of darkness. So I'm just going to apply a little extra right in that spot. That way I don't look cakey or anything like that. I'm just going to go underneath my eyes lightly. And then around my nose. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and go into my ColourPop. I'm just going to apply a little bit, not too much because I still want to look nice and light. I'm going to take my little BH brush. I'm going to go in the inner corners of the eye, all the way towards like the bottom of my brow bone, and then sometimes I just apply a little bit on my eyelids, and then I just drag that color down. So it just illuminates underneath my eye without looking cakey or anything like that. And I'm not going to get creasy later in the day when it's nice and like super hot because I didn't put a ton of product underneath. I'm going to go ahead and take my little Jouer powder And I'm taking this little brush that I got from Amazon. It kind of resembles the one from NARS. And I'm just going to set the powder underneath. And then I'm going to take the rest of it and just go lightly around my face because I don't want to put too much powder because I still want to look really nice and dewy. So I didn't dip into the powder again. But the majority of it did go underneath my eyes just to set it so that it doesn't get creasy. So now we're going to do the brows, and this is my NYX Micro Brow Pencil in chocolate that I use all the time. But my eyebrows are a little bit of a hot mess because of course I have not had time to go get them done. So I'm going to take this little shaver guide. You could get this pretty much anywhere. You could get it at Marshall's, you could get it at Walmart, you could get TJ Maxx, Target, anywhere. You know, especially beauty stores. The beauty stores, you can get like a whole pack of them for like $2 or something. So what I like to do when I don't have time to get my eyebrows done, I like to go in with this little shaver and then just kind of go in these little areas like my little unibrow here, because I'm not going to have time to sit there and tweeze them. So I like to just kind of go over them and get rid of that extra hair. And it's not like a crazy sharp blade where you're gonna cut yourself or anything like that. It just kind of grooms them until, you know, I'm able to get into the salon. And then sometimes I just kind of go over my little mustache here because, you know, I'm like a dude sometimes. And then I go over these little areas right here too. And sometimes I even do my sideburns with it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that pencil, wrong way. And then I'm just going to lightly do my brows. I don't like them overdone or anything like that. I just like them to look nice and natural. So I just follow the brow hairs and then I kind of go above the eyebrow. And then I just kind of like to take a little bit out. Because sometimes I over tweeze my little tail. And then I kind of comb them with the little brush here. Let's do the other side. Okay, and then I just extend it. And I like this brush, I know I've mentioned this before, or this pencil, because it's not like heavily pigmented or super soft or anything like that. And it's kind of like a dummy proof pencil where you don't make your brows look super crazy. I mean, you could go in with a little heavier hand and go in deeper, you know, darker. But I just like to go in with the light hand as usual. And it's really easy to kind of, you know, blend with the little spoolie guy. I don't know, I need to get them done. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and go into Natasha Denona Bronze and Glow. And I'm going to get this little highlighter guy and I'm just going to apply a little bit on the eyelids. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and go into this little guy and I'm going to get kind of like a heavier brush, like a little bit more denser brush. But as usual, I don't know where I put it. Hello. Okay, I'm just going to use this one. And I'm just going to go and pat that color on there. And this is a BH brush. And I'm just going to put that on the lower lid first. And then I'm little by little going to just feather that out. And that shimmer that I put down is going to just blend everything out nice and smooth. And I'm going to have a little bit of that kind of peeking through that terracotta color. Because, you know, I love my shimmer, so it's just gonna have a little bit of a, and it does have like a little bit of like, it's not glitter, it's like little golden flecks in it. And then I'm just gonna start dragging it up a little bit. don't know if you could see that. Okay, so I went ahead and did the other eye, and I'm going to get a nice clean brush, and this is an old Sonia Kashuk, and what I like to do is I kind of like to blow it out. So the majority of your color is going to be on your lower lid, and then just to blow that out, I'm going to go over the lower lid and just kind of push that product up. I keep flipping my mirror back and forth. All right, and then I like to go in with my finger, and then I just like to add a little bit more color to the lower lid. Right now I'm going to get a little Luxie brush, just like a really teeny one, because I'm going to go underneath my lash line, and I'm going to dip into that gold color from Natasha Denona, and I'm just going to add a little bit of sparkle underneath so that it peeks through that bronzer that I just put on. All right, now I'm going to go into the bronzer again, and then I'm just going to start working that in the lower lash line. And I'm going to connect it in my inner, and then I'm just going to drag it down a little bit. Now some people don't like to go all the way to the inner corners of the eye, so I would suggest just kind of like making this part, the outer corner of the eye, just a little bit smokier, and then whatever's left over on the brush, just kind of lightly go into wherever you want to stop, because some people just like to stop midway. But the only thing is you want to make sure that this is lightly, like there's a little bit of product there, and then it goes in a little bit smokier and like a little deeper towards the end, because or else you're going to see a disconnect and it's not going to look blended. So you want to make sure to blend that product in. I personally just like to go in all the way to the inner corners and out, just because I like to see that connection. So I'm going to show you on this eye. So we're just going to place in the outer corners of the eye, and then whatever's left over on the brush, I'm going to lightly stipple it so that you're not going all the way, but you still see a little bit of the smokiness, and it looks finished pretty much. I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly, but it looks finished. You don't want to look like you didn't go all the way and it just looks kind of weird and incomplete. So now I'm going to go ahead and connect it. And I always kind of like to drag that eyeshadow down. And add a little bit more, because then I like to see what I did and then kind of go back and add a little bit more to certain areas if I need to. And then I'm going to take that clean brush again, and I'm just going to go underneath to make sure everything is blended and smoked out as I poke my eye out. Alright, so now I'm going to take this guy right here. I'm going to put a little bit in the back of my hand. Did I lock it? A little bit in the back of my hand. Then I'm going to go in with the Luxie brush, and I'm going ahead and just apply that lightly. And put a little bit on my forehead. Because it is a really dark color, you want to go in with the light hand. You could see that pretty highlight coming through. And a little bit underneath. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go into this Charlotte Tilbury. I just like to feather it out. Just put it on the apples of my cheeks so it looks nice and natural. You look really nice and tan. Just blending everything out, make sure it'll look crazy. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and go into this Fenty Globe. And I like to apply it like outside my natural lip line, just so that my lips look naturally pouty. And Now, if you don't press your lips too much, the color stays on a lot longer, which I'm guilty of doing myself, but I always yell at the models, tell them not to press their lips, and then try it. You'll see the difference. You know what? Actually, I think I'm going to add a little bit of this Fenty Glow on my eyelids just to give them a little bit more of a pop. It's summer. It'll be nice to be nice and dewy. Just make this look a little bit more fresher. And that's it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I'll see you again for my next one. And of course, and it's standing right in front of me. I forgot to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and spritz my face. And that's it. Now, I love this Farsali, but you kind of have to really extend your arm to spray it on your face, or else you're going to have a ton of product and then you go in and dab it. Okay, now I'm done. Anyway, I'll see you next time for my next video. Bye.